first stop of the day. That city celebrating its centennial this year. The history of the town lives on in the Museum of the Plains. KAMR Local 4's Maggie Glenn has that story.
The Museum of the Plains is keeping the history of Perryton alive.
We are replicating the city of Perryton in 1920s.
Its history starts on August 22nd, 1919, when the town was moved from two other nearby communities.
The famous move from Old Ochiltree in Gray, Oklahoma to form Perryton, this is what some of the buildings were moved on. So this is an old steam engine from that era.
That's right. It was physically picked up and moved.
It picked up and it was moved by horse-drawn wagons, by steam engines, walking, covered wagons, whatever, and moved to this location. The whole reason for the move was to be close to the railroad.
It was all to make the transportation of its most important product, wheat, easier.
At that time, when it was dubbed, wheat art of the nation, we had the largest wheat production in this country.
And even though now that railroad is gone, the crop is still king.
Wheat is still a big part of our commerce.
A little more than a decade after the town was established, the Dust Bowl hit in 1936.
Here we have a replica of a house, what it looked like inside of a house during the Dust Bowl days.
The house is a replica, but the items inside are from the 1930s, and so is the photo in the background.
You can see the town of Perryton right down here, and then you can see the dust rolling in.
So in addition to the town's history, the museum also features a Stone Age section.
Yeah, it features a display of collectors' historic Indian artifact collections, and Judith says the museum's Stone Age Fair in the spring is the largest non-commercial fair of its kind. So for more on that section of the museum, visit our website when you get an opportunity. That is myhighplains.com.